Hey guys, I'm a summer staff member just like you, and I'm going to talk to you guys more about the Forest Cliff Staff Support Raising Program. As you know, Forest Cliff is a nonprofit charity. We have lots and lots of families and campers that come to Forest Cliff. So, one of the reasons that we're doing staff support raising the way we are is that we want to have as many families and as many kids come to camp as possible, so that they can be impacted by what God is doing through our great ministry. In all of your employment agreements, you would have seen the blurb at the end explaining staff compensation. That's really what I'm going to be talking to you about today. I want to give you training on how to do it well so that you receive the maximum benefits of the program this summer. One of the other reasons that we love the staff support raising program is that it enables you to get other people from your life involved at camp. After all, you love Forest Cliff, or you will love Forest Cliff, and it allows you to get people involved by volunteering, by praying, or by giving. Raising support helps you to advocate on behalf of Forest Cliff and for your ministry to the people that you know. In some respect, when you become a staff member at Forest Cliff Camp, you sort of become a missionary. And just like any other missionary, we need a team of people around us to pray and to give generously towards our ministry. So, here are some tips on how you're going to invite your family and friends to be part of our staff support raising program. We're going to walk you through some things and then you can just follow along on the screen. There's going to be a little bit of legwork that you're going to have to do. It's not difficult, but the better you do in the preparation side of things, the more successful your support raising will be. The first thing you're going to want to do is gather contact information from 15 to 30 people that are your family and friends. So there's a few things you're going to have to look for. You'll see it on the screen there. It's pretty simple information. Last name, first name, email, phone number, street address, province, and postal code. You can gather this information from people by asking them for it through Facebook Messenger, emails, and phone calls, etc. While you are gathering people's contact information, you will need to enter it into this form as shown on the screen. So on this document that you would have gotten in your hiring package, we have a space for you to put your first name, last name, and your staff email. Then, we would like you to put down what you're looking forward to the most about this summer. Then, we'd like you to put down what you'd like prayer for this summer. Next, we would like you to write a thank you note to your possible supporters. All of this will go on your online staff profile. Down here, we have a spot for you to put all of your church information. In case you have a second church that you're connected with, we've also provided a second space. Over here, we have a spot for you to put a list of your supporters' names in column E. In column F, we'd like you to put their email. In column G, we'd like you to put their phone number. In column H, we'd like you to put their street address, and so on. Okay, so some of you are all ready to start. You've thought, hey, I've got a great list of 15 to 30 people. I want to get them on that list and I've got their information. Full steam ahead. That's great. Some of you might be thinking, how in the world do we choose names and how do I get the best people to partner with me? So, I want to give you a few tips on that. If you follow these guidelines, I think you're really going to have a lot of success. So, heads up, this is good stuff. When you're making your list of 15 to 30 people, what I actually mean is 15 to 30 potential supporters, not necessarily 30 people. For example, you might have 2 people and they're a couple. Like my mom and dad would be considered one name or one supporter. Or, say you know another couple but they live in different households and they're likely to give you a separate donation, then they would be considered 2 separate supporters. Now, you may be having a hard time thinking off the top of your head who your potential supporters might be. So, here are some questions that the camp came up with that I think are going to help you as you form your list of 15 to 30 supporters. It's pretty straightforward, but these suggestions will help you create your list and have the most success possible. You can start your list by thinking, who are your friends and family members that you would most likely invite to your birthday party, if you're having a big birthday party? That's a good way of thinking about it. Another way of looking at it is by asking, who are some friends and family members that you would invite to your parents' birthday party? Another question you could ask yourself is, if you were getting married, who are the friends and family members that you would invite to your wedding or reception? Don't laugh at this one. Some people actually end up married from a relationship they've developed at Forest Cliff, so you may want to keep this list in a safe place for future reference. Here are a few more questions to consider as you build your support list. Who are the people at your church that you know who could support you? Are there people that have invested in your life some other way? Do you have extended family who can support? Maybe cousins who are older or aunts and uncles? Christian family and friends are most likely to support you, but that does not necessarily mean you shouldn't ask others who care about you. You can have lots of people in your life that are not Christians that you are more than welcome to invite to support you in this ministry of Forest Cliff. Another good way to help you with ideas for names is to go through your Facebook or Instagram or other forms of social media to get lists of people who can support you. As you can see, we're looking for people that have a close relationship with you, that want to support what you're doing, and who want to get on board. So use the guidelines that I talked about and you may be pleasantly surprised. Something we can't stress enough is that the better you do at gathering contact information for potential supporters, the more support you will likely get. Last year, the average letter that was sent out on behalf of staff generated a whopping $64.97. That means if you gather 30 names for your list, you could see about $1,949 over and above your base pay. The other thing we want to encourage you guys with is to pray about this. Ask God for wisdom. Ask the Lord to bring names to your heart and to your mind, because I know the camp is also praying for us. They are asking that the Lord will bring to mind the people that want to partner with you. We want as many people as possible to get behind what we're doing here at Forest Cliff to support you in your ministry here for this summer. I'm so excited that you guys are going to be a part of the team. I know raising support can seem like a lot of work. It may feel intimidating or even confusing, but please, just connect with the team at the head office if you have any questions. I know that they would love to help you. I hope that this overview has helped a little bit. I know I'm going to be following it myself. Again, I'm really excited to have you as a part of the team, and so is the Forest Cliff office staff. We are also so excited that we're not only going to be able to have you, but in some sense, all of the people that supported you as well. People who love you and who are going to learn to love Forest Cliff and what we do. Ultimately, it's for the kingdom and that people would come to know Jesus, that they would know His love and would have a relationship with Him. Have a great time watching what God does in your support raising this summer.